Hello, hi. Ugh. 2 grams of mushrooms and music was severed the connection. Oh no. I think I just really wanted to call the people that I love individually, like have them here in front of me to tell them how much I love them and how much love I feel in return. How much people could see that mushrooms are nothing to be afraid of. There was this thing in my lower back that was stuck there for years. And for the first time, I don't feel its presence. It's an interesting feeling. I don't know. It feels like something has lifted off of me. I think sometimes this voice in my head, its source was in my lower back, and my mom needs to take mushrooms. I need to give my mom mushroom 2 grams. I wanna hold her, wanna love her, I wanna hug her. 2 grams of mushrooms. There was a lot of crying, a lot of screaming. I don't know what was this thing that was stuck in my lower back for years, but for the first time I don't feel it, and I wish everybody could have this feeling. I wish everybody in this universe can feel this healing from our childhood, from our egos, ourselves. Because I saw a flower that was within that my lower back. It was red and green, but it was also blue and orange, and it was in fractals. Every time I thought I saw it, it dissolved into something else, and it turned into something else, and it turned and it turned, and I screamed, I cried, I punted, I tried to let it out, I wanted to let it out, I wanted to let it out. I think I let it out. I don't feel it anymore, so I hope I let it out, because I can't imagine going on one more day with it, but I also feel like I can't go another day without it, and it's this duality of those two things of wanting it and not wanting it and being without it. And I feel really grateful that whatever just happened with 2 grams of mushrooms, I hope this thing it was lodged in my lower back is gone. I wish the best for myself. I don't wish this burden on myself anymore. For the first time I saw that what I went through wasn't easy. It was difficult. It was difficult growing up without a father. It was difficult not knowing. It was difficult that he was a narcissist. It was difficult that my mom couldn't be there for me. Oh, but I hope I'm healed from all of that. My mom and my dad. I love my mom so much. I saw the hand that held my grandfather, the grandma, the mom that held my grandfather in her arms. I felt myself cradled my grandfather, and then I felt my grandfather cradle my mother, and then I felt my mother cradle me in her arms. I was meant to be here. I am meant to be here. And I hope whatever that was, it's gone. There were times that I felt like I was a monkey. There were times where I felt like I was the consciousness, and I couldn't distinguish the two from each other. The monkey and the consciousness stuck in the middle of it. I am the middle of it. I am the middle. I don't know what to do with that. What do I do with that? What now? I am a monkey and the consciousness. I am the monkey and the consciousness. I am in the middle. I'm conscious monkey. I wish everybody could have this. I wish everyone could have this because whatever was the sound in my lower back, the thing that I couldn't live without, and the thing that kept me prison for the whole time, and I don't know what's next. I just want to hug my mom, but I can't because coronavirus. And she's so far away physically, but I hope a part of me has touched her. I hope I touched her. I hope my healing heals her for a lot of things. But right now, the one thing I wish is for everyone to feel the way I feel right now. Because everything and nothing at the same time, and I'm so hungry. I feel this hunger. I saw scales. Everything in our world is made up of scales. Libra. We are in the Libra season right now. Nothing can exist without its dual. Because the only way consciousness can perceive things is through its dual. Without the dual, it's meaningless. I wish everybody could have what I'm having right now. It is so hard to describe. 2 grams of mushrooms is all you need. I think I'm at the last bit of it. This is the last bit of it. And everybody goes through this space of mushrooms every day. Millions, thousands, hundreds, tens, one person. And I don't know what to be like now. I'm feeling cleansed of something unnameable, undescribable, unethical. One. And this voice recording is for myself, but I think I want to bring a piece of it to everybody. I want to bring this to everyone. I want everybody to see it. What I see, what I saw, the duality of it all. It something feels changed drastically. And this form, Mystica Piscis, that followed me my life, my tattoo when it got infected when I was 16, and when I was 24, and I made the painting, and I'm 26 now, day by day, one day at a time. It's like layers. The world is in layers, and we have no other way of making sense of it but to put it in layers, because if we don't put it in layers, it's too complicated. But sometimes you just have to let it do it. That complicated. Ah, just ah. Mm, mm. Let it out. Come out and let it out. And let it come out. I wish this voice recording can be heard with human ears of all ages, so they would take only 2 grams of mushrooms. You don't need the heroic dose. You don't need more. You don't need less, but you do need to take 2 grams because mathematics, the 2 grams in our conscious level translates to something unknowable in the mushroom world, in the psilocybin world. And I saw how my mind held that psilocybin and how it hugged it, and I screamed and I cried and I let out whatever it was sitting in my lower back for years. And I wish people would not be afraid of mushrooms. This thing that I feel right now is so special, orthodox, unheard of. Um, Whoa. Wow. There's something special about the voice of ours. Voices. They're special. This thing that I want to bring to other people. Oh, how much I want other people to know what I feel right now. Because it's so. I can't even put words on it. Not that this will make sense to anyone else but me. But I just wanna take a piece of what I just saw to the internet, which is the fourth level of consciousness that we're all webbing together at the same time through machines. And then when the time comes, we will let it go and we will let it take over. Be like the Terminator. It will be like folding, you know, the cells folding into each other. This thing that I feel right now, I think a part of me wants to be famous, and I think every single human has that part, and it's okay to have it. But like the scales of everything, if you let that part take over, you'll lose beauty in it all. I am hungry. I have some dumplings in the freezer, but I can't fathom standing up right now because I'm afraid what it will feel like without that thing in my lower back. What am I without it? It's gone. What was it? I don't want to know. I want water, which I have. I'm really hungry. That's all I can think of. But I can't fathom standing up because if I stand up, this will all be over. Whatever I'm going through right now, it will be over. And I don't know how to keep going without it. And I want to help people so bad, but I don't know how because sometimes the actions I do to help other people only hurt them. I don't mean to hurt anybody else. Sometimes the stabbing wounds I take to other people are just to hurt myself. I hurt. It hurt for a long time. And right now, I can't feel the pain. There's nothing in there. This thing in my lower back. I'm looking at my feet. They seem fine. I have hands. I have it all. It's all in here. I wanna hug my mom so hard. Like, I can't even tell you how hard I want to hug my mom and tell her how much I love her. 2 grams of mushrooms, it's like going under the water. I wish the world 2 grams of mushrooms per every person and the world be a better place. I want to help people so bad. But I don't even know how to help myself sometimes. Maybe this was me helping myself. I took the mushrooms that I grew myself. I inoculated the grain bags myself. I mixed them with the substrate myself. I fanned it and misted it every day with my hands and my brain. My brain is not an evil thing. Nothing inside of me is evil. The body is ready. Get up, stand up. Just do it. It's gonna be great. Stand up. Stand up right now. I don't feel it anymore. I feel like this feeling that I felt my whole life is gone. And there's no replacement for it. I'm a monkey. And the consciousness. What the fuck? Was Darwin correct? No way. No. Darwin was wrong. Oh my god. Darwin was so wrong. Darwin was so wrong. For the first time in my life, my 2 feet feel fine. My 2 feet can grab earth. This was unlike anything I thought it was gonna be. Whatever perception that you have for 2 grams of mushrooms, check them out, because they do not matter slightest. Mushrooms are funny, they're funky, they want to have fun. Darwin was so wrong, and we all believed it. Why? Because museums. Where were they funded by? What about the school system? What about the education system? They were all wrong. And we send our children to these institutions and trust them. Humanity is at its fucking up stage, so we can know not to fuck up. And to do that is simple. Stop listening to other people and start listening inwards. Because voice is the fourth dagger that Enki gifted to Eve in the garden. The voice of a human can be used for or against other people, and that is dangerous. During this mushroom trip I had, hundreds of people died and hundreds were born, and there's nothing I can do about it. Emotions fit into this whole conundrum in a weird way. Because those are the colors of life, and life paints by stories, and every story is a painting. And you put those paintings together and you get a movie. Scales. A start and an ending. That's a scale. I'm vibrating in a way that I never have. I can't feel the thing in my lower back anymore. It freaks me the fuck out. Life is complicated. I think we should stop being so cruel to one another. Why should we stop being so cruel to one another? I have a better question for you. Why shouldn't we stop? Judgment is a thing that is inherently in all of us, and it wants to connect to one another. Just like how emotions love to connect to one another, judgment likes to connect to one another. What's my purpose? Oh wow, that was a direct answer of 3 grams of mushrooms. Up the dosage and you'll find out. You have gone through enough. Enjoy your life because you won't have it again. You have one chance, once in a lifetime, of touching people and loving people. And life is too short to just hate yourself. It had always been so easy for me to say I hate myself before, but right now I feel this interesting sensation of that sentence not ringing any truth. Where do I go with loving myself? Cause after today, I just want to love myself. I want weed. I want to smoke a joint because I love smoking weed. The crutchness of it is gone. What do I do without my pain? Did I define myself with my pain all this time? Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely so sorry myself. Who's this thing doing all of this? Humanity is a tree. No matter how many words I put this into sentences, it doesn't matter. You have to see it for yourself. Let the mushrooms take away your pain too. I felt like there was something hugely wrong with me for so long. And now I feel like there is nothing wrong with me. Where do we go from here? Those dumplings. That's where we go. I'm done with this. I can't take this anymore. Dumplings, goodbye.